every African to focus on the focus on what we are doing here. We are not here to pass time. We are not just here to. This is not one of those random live streams, and I'm glad that I have intelligent speakers on the platform speaking, and I want you guys to take notes. Sorry to cut you, but I felt the need to put it out there because I'm seeing what is happening on TikTok live streams. Like a lot of Africans don't know why go on. They are fooling. But yeah, that's all I just wanted to say. And share this live. Share this live to any African that you know. Tap on the screen. Don't even ask the moderators to. Don't even let the moderators to ask you to do anything. Tapping on the screen will push this to more people. Those of you who are on the Telegram group, please send the link to the Telegram group so that people will come here. This is not a joke anymore. We need to actually be careful. We need to think. We need to be very careful and prepare. Thank
Oh,
you. And sorry
I
for
just
breaking.
All right, so I'll continue. I'm still on my time stay there here. So, Chris, just wait 1 second. So, as I was saying, if you bomb a nuclear site, it will release radioactive material. That means the country has to call for radiological emergency to remove people. That didn't happen in Iraq. It didn't happen right now in Iran. So, you got to be educated to actually understand these things. And people that are yeah, we just bombed that. We just bombed that. You didn't bomb anything. Iran is not dumb. They knew that Israel will use America to come after them. And when America come after them, they're going to come after the what? The site that are known to have nuclear weapons. So they remove it. So you just bomb an empty hole that didn't even penetrate carefully. But what you have done here is created unsafety for all Americans, every one of us, including every one of us. Every American now that have passport has to worry when they travel. We've done with this 25 years ago. We fought hard to get rid of kidnapping and also how they call it suicide bombing. Now they bring it back again. Iran made a statement today that every American should be alert, and it's dangerous. It is very dangerous for America to start this war. And people talking about, oh, Trump is the man. Trump, what? This is the man that ran on the ticket that he was not going to go to war. He went to the Palestinian, Iranian Americans and telling them, I am the guy. Vote for me. I will end the war. Kamala and Biden will cause war. Now, he's caused more war now because this is the beginning of World War III, if people don't know. And to say that Africa is not part of it, we are part of it. This is when all these people with the BS talk about Ibrahim Traore is dead. You need to wake up. You need to wake up and start thinking because we have leaders who have understood the fight for us, and then we are fighting against them instead of allowing them to do it for us. Look at America bases everywhere. Djibouti, a small country like Djibouti, America has the biggest military base in Djibouti for Africa. For what? This is how they plant their seeds everywhere. And for anybody to think that when Africa is ready to fight, that America is not going to fight out, you are daydreaming. They are doing all these things because they will do it to us. So we need to wake up. And I wake the F up. I'm not going to say it, but wake the F up. This is the time for us to unite and see what's happening across the world. Because this is not only America issue. It is an Africa issue as well. But this has put American at danger at the most. I want to say that, and I will just land. So I know I still have more time, but I will keep some other thing to come and say here. So I'll give the opportunity to somebody else to speak because Musa actually clearly laid everything out I was going to say. So there's no need to repeat the thing that he said. But I just want people to understand that Africa is part of it. If you think this is not Africa problem, you're dreaming.
Thank you. Thank you for your submission. Please, anybody have any question towards what he said?
I just have
I have
a
something to
rebuttal.
say, maybe a little bit.
One person at a time, guys, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Let the man also have to speak after I will be continuing.
Okay.
Okay.
Chris,
Yes,
can you
I'm
please?
Chris.
Is it a question or a submission?
No, it's just I just wanna. I'm from the West. I'm from the United States. I live in Texas, and I just wanna encourage the rest of the world to keep it up because this is what they've done to us, their own people, through propaganda, as they're doing now. And I'm glad you guys recognize it. We have a very tyrannical government right now, and the people in the West, we're scared to get rid of them. In my opinion, this is my humble opinion. We're scared to get rid of them because we don't want to give up some of the comforts that we think we have. And sacrifice is hard to come by here. We don't want to sacrifice. We'd rather just let things pass and keep doing what we're doing, in which we've already been subject to this and we will be subject again if we don't help the rest of the world. As citizens of the United States, I'm not representing the entity that is doing these things, the things that are happening abroad with Africa, and I'm really proud of them. I've been keeping up with that since they took over Gabon. That caught my eye, and I thought these people are moving in the right direction. When they kicked the French out, and the president of Gabon was on video begging someone to come get him, and he couldn't find his loved ones. I thought that was sad, but I thought it was necessary. And I don't understand a lot about Iran. I don't think they were looking to make nuclear weapons. I think they were looking to be energy independent, like most people are. But a lot of the things that are going on, these guys' livelihood depends on the rest of the world not getting along. Does that make sense? Their livelihood depends on it because that's how they thrive. That's why we have race in America. It's not so much about color, it's about a competition. A race is clearly a competition. As long as they can keep you competing, they cash out, and we are emotional, and they know that. So I just want to congratulate everybody in Africa, the way that you guys are understanding, because see, this has been happening to us for a few centuries, 3 or 4 centuries now, and it's the same thing. They've also, the same entities have dropped on us in our country. I don't know if y'all know that. They have. When we've made a move to rise, or we didn't want to do something, and then they have you sign a peace treaty after they do you like that. So I'm just really proud to see somebody like what's his name? Torre. He's doing a wonderful job by becoming self-sufficient. We don't do anything but consume over here. We make nothing. We make nothing. We provide the world with nothing. And so I'm kind of like, okay, we need the world. We don't need to be cut off, and we don't need to be better than. We need to be united. But the people you guys that we're dealing with, Netanyahu and all them, they thrive on everybody not getting along. That's the only way they can thrive. And in humanity, normal people like us, we thrive when we all get along. And that's the biggest difference. And I land right there.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your submission. Does anybody have any questions as to what he said?
Yes, I have one question. So you said they thrive based upon chaos and havoc to see people disunited. So what do you think would be a solution to that, to prevent that?
Thank you for your question. Meet yourself. Chris, you have 3 seconds, 3 minutes to answer that.
The solution so far is what I've seen is to do exactly what you've been doing and cut them off. Sacrifice. If I wasn't on the land and in the position I was in, and I'm glad China made the move they made, because again, that enabled us as the citizens to do things when the tariff war was going on. A lot of us thrived. You know why? Because now we got the loophole. We can order direct. We can knock Walmart out because now I can sell all my family stuff that they don't have to even go to the store to no more. We can just meet up somewhere. And we were going there anyway, so you didn't waste your gas. What you're doing is correct. And also defending yourself. He's a genius. The man will not let anything that messes with European or the imperial crown, like I call him, that he won't even let you around him. That is genius. Keep it up.
Moderator,
Yeah.
I just want to put this out there. So today, I want to do a lot of videos, okay?
Hmm.
Because there's a lot of there's a lot of breaking news which will not be in the mainstream media, and I will be grateful if the people support all the videos I'll be putting. So Eritrea, okay, has officially banned all political parties in the country and is accusing them of collaborating with the CIA and General Landley to advance Western interests. I will not give the full details. You will see it in the video. Eritrea has officially banned all political parties in the country and is accusing them of collaborating with the CIA and General Landley to advance Western interests. I told you guys yesterday, Landley was in Ethiopia,
Yep.
okay, to talk about how to counter terrorism in the Horn of Africa. So he's still moving. It looks like we have shifted our focus a little bit because we think he has been replaced. We need to focus on the focus. I just wanted to put this out there. So
Brother, in addition to what
I'll
you
go
said,
back on mute.
there's a huge protest right now.
Let the host finish talking, Musa.
I'm done. The real and
I can I add this one thing?
Musa gogo ho kakra me pa auto gogo ho kakra. The real gogo ho kakra.
Okay.
Almost
Okay.
salam. I'm done. You can speak.
Okay. All right. Musa, go on.
Just 1 second, 5 seconds. Right now, there's a big protest happening in San Diego and around the U.S. calling for Trump's impeachment for the waging war against Iran. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that's what's going to happen in New York too, as well. I'm not sure, but this morning I was on the local channel and there was the mayor was saying something, but I'm not sure when. I didn't get the details. We're
Can
moving
I give
on.
a comment about that? After someone else talks, I want to let someone else talk, but because I want to gather my thoughts on the protest and
Okay. All right. We'll get back to that. Moving on. Susu, Susu, if you could hear me, please
Yeah,
come off your mic,
I'm
introduce
hearing you.
yourself, and put in your submission. Thank you.
Okay. I'm from Susu said me. One thing I have to talk about this matter, Iran and Israelis. The one was being, maybe this platform is a Muslim, have to give us a little bit in from Quran, something like that.
Susu, you
Quran.
didn't tell us where you're from.
I'm from Ghana. Then I'm living in Italy.
Okay.
Okay. The Quran chapter 60 verse 1 to 9. She said that if the one who would not worship together with you is your enemy. One I have to say it is that Middle East, those Arabs, Pakistan, Syria, and all those people, they have been together. Only Israelis is a Christian in this country or that Middle East. You know, all those people, they are working, fighting against only one Israel, is one country. You know one
Ranje,
thing?
Kasiye. Kasiye,
Oh,
your policy wa.
let
Kasiye.
I'm not from Israelis. Well, you know what? One thing. I'm not Israelis. I'm from Ghana. You know one thing. You know, all those people, they have been enemy with that Israelis. You know one thing. If there is Quran not saying that, or Muslim people, they have been with those kind of mind, they cannot fight against each other. The Bible says that love your neighbors as yourself. Do you think that why Pakistan not fight with Syria? Why Pakistan not fight with maybe something like Iran? But always those people, they are fighting with only one country in that Middle East. You know one thing, if they have been together, Israel is with the center of Middle East. Those people, she has been sent her. What all those people, they are fighting with only one country. You have to be united and stop all those things. I'm not your enemy. I'm not also you are me be enemy with me. They've been free. You know that. But one thing the Quran said in the Muslim people, if you're living with Muslim people, I'm not being on some like politics or all those things, but Muslim people, there be one. What the Quran was speaking, they are follow it. There to be end of the world will be end. But if you see Christian, they can be living with Muslim together. But why Muslim people they not allowed to be a Christian with two? You know one thing, let us forget all those things. You know one thing, God will created everybody with his own self. But what to be enemy with me? You know that. Something like that Prophet Muhammad was came. She fighting. And he do a lot of things. Killing Jews. Before you get a people to worship against or worship against with those people. You know one thing, let us be concluded with everything. Me and you will be the same. Why do you be enemy with me? Or I have to be enemy with you? It's not impossible. But because of the prophecy, Jesus came. Where did you write it on the Quran? Or Bible say that Jesus came, you fighting. And you know one thing, it's not be like that. But the people in Muslim people, they know, say Prophet Muhammad came. What they are going on now, she done. She done a lot. 1 year, you know how many countries he fight against them? 83. 83. One day, you can kill 4,000, 3,000, 2,000 people.
Please don't use the KILL word here.
Okay, don't worry. You know, I have to be...
F1 in the comments, guys, please.
Yeah.
F1.
You know one thing? Yes, all those things is going on now. According to the Bible, according to the Quran, they write it will happen. But one thing, those things, people, they are lost their souls, their country, and all those things. What did they benefit? You know, if me and you have been the same, you have been friends, how did you fight and destroy, killing, and all those things have to be move on? You know that what those nuclear weapon and all those things, what they are.
Okay.
Thank you for your
Let me
submission.
say this to him
But
and
don't
let's go
worry,
about this.
let anyone who have to continue. I have to drop down. You can just drop.
Hold on, guys.
Hold on,
It is
don't
very
drop.
important. Who is talking? It is very important that we don't use the KILL. It's not because of me. It's not because of the moderator. TikTok will actually ban any account or will drop the views because it is a violent word. They don't want to hear that KILL. When you say that, they might think that we are here grouping and taking to KILL people. Okay? So don't use the K word unless you want this live stream to shut down or go down. Guys,
Thank you.
you need to remember.
Thank you very much. No
We
problem.
need to
I will never.
remember. We need to focus. We need to be very careful. I would say I thank TikTok because if it's not TikTok, you and I will not be talking. But we need to make it safe and follow their community guideline. There's no excuse, no K word. Any word that you think that you use, which is a very violent word, code it. Just code it. Say it in a different. Don't be raw. We are on TikTok and they have community guides, so don't be raw on any social media. Please, let's speak in code. If you want to say anything that you know that the word is triggering, put it in a way we will understand. You can use delete, you can use unalive, you can use buy, you can use, let's not be plain. Okay, just assume that maybe children are listening to this live stream. So when you are explaining things to children, you know how to put violent words. I just want to say that, please. It's
Me
very
pa
important.
menim say yenya wa na say Ghana for.
Thank you for
Ye
your
Ghana
The
for
submission.
real
ana ye
Nyabotre,
Ghana for. Tina
Nyabotre,
ma
the real Nyabotre.
ye ka twi di anko bi nte. But no problem with
Mete
the matter.
wase, mete
Matter the
wase.
kan. Okay.
Minim sɛ wonnim nti na meka kyerɛ no wate ase sɛ na ɛbɛyɛ a wobɛyɛ ahwɛ yie. Minim sɛ wonnim. Ɛnɛ sɛ bi a mebɔ w'akyi, meka kyerɛ no wate ase. Sɛdeɛ meka wate ase. Saa pɛpɛɛpɛ. Meda ase.
That's okay.
Okay,
That's it.
wada Roma. Meda ase.
Hello, guys. Can I say something, please?
Thank you for hold on a second, sir, please. Thank you for your submission. Chairman, if you could hear me, Chairman, come off your
Yeah,
mic.
I can hear you.
Please introduce yourself and put in your submission.
Okay, my name is Alex. I'm also from Ghana, but I'm currently in the UK. Before I come out with my submission, can I say a word about what Susu's submission, please?
Okay, no problem. You can.
Host, can I?
Go ahead.
All right. My brother Susu, I think there are certain things that I want to set the record straight in some of the things that you said about the whole of Middle East being Muslim countries and they are fighting against one Israel, which is a Christian country. In the first place, Israel is not a Christian country. Majority of Israelites are what? Practice Judaism, which is different from Christianity. The next biggest religion in Israel after Judaism is Islam. Do you understand me? Christians form less than 5% of Israelites. And this is what I want you to know. And if you have time, look for the map of the world map before 1945 and check whether there was anything like Israel in it. There was nothing like Israel. There was no nation like Israel before 1945. There was nothing like that. One of the places that the West proposed to bring those Jews after the Holocaust was Uganda. Uganda was one of the places that they proposed to bring them. So do you want to tell me that if they had succeeded in bringing them to settle in Uganda, today should the world just sit down and be happy that they take over the whole land of Uganda and claim it as their own? That is exactly what happened. The whole place was being occupied by Palestinians. They agreed to settle with coexist with the Israelites, and now they want to take over the entire place. Will you just sit down for another person who you are allowed to cohabit with you in your land? Will you allow them to what take over the entire land? Right now, you say Israelites are other countries. All of them are fighting with Israel. Let me tell you, Lebanon is trying to fight with Israel not because of anything. If you go to the Middle East now, a part of Lebanon is now occupied by Israel. Golan Heights, that is the part that has the most fertile land in the whole of Middle East. That is where the water that supplies almost most of the countries in the Middle East that comes from. Israel has taken over it. If you go to a place like Suez Canal, it was recently that Egypt took it back. It was part of the land of Egypt. Israel took it. So as a Ghanaian, that you said, imagine that if another country come and take half of Ghana, maybe the most fertile land, like if you go to Ghana, a place called Afram Plains, that is the food basket of Ghana, and Nigeria come and take it by force. Will you be happy? And if Ghanaians decide to fight Nigeria to take that land back, you call Ghanaians?
And Ghana is not share a boundary with. Burkina have to take that one. I understand.
Okay, let's take it that if a country that we share boundary with, like Ivory Coast, there was take it like where our oil, Ghana's oil is. That oil we had there was a misunderstanding between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. Let's take it that if Cote d'Ivoire, because the Cote d'Ivoire is maybe supported by a bigger country like America or UK or anything, they use their military might to come and take over our oil in Takoradi. as a Ghanaian, if Ghanaians decide to resist and fight against them to take over our oil, will you come and blame Ghanaians? Please, you need to understand certain things before you bring that religious things in. And you also saying that when me for instance, I was raised as a Christian, but right now I'm not religious. After what I've learned and what I've I'm not religious. But I want you to understand certain things. First, if you are talking about a religion that's really unalive many people, you can never compete. You need to fact check yourself. Go and find out about how Christianity was spread across the world, and maybe you understand me. Go and see the number of, there was a military campaign against to spread Christianity called Crusaders. Go and find out how the number of people crusaded fought. You said Prophet Muhammad fought 83 countries. Crusaders fought almost all the countries in the world. Is it no more than 83? If it's true what you are saying, I'm not privy to it. But Crusaders fought more than almost all the countries they went there. The entire Spain was almost all dominated by mosques. The mosques were Islam. The mosques were
You are not
black.
a Christian, you are a Muslim. You have to be reading the Quran and was
Please,
Susu,
please,
when you
let
was
me finish.
talking,
Please.
one second, Chairman, thank you.
The
Go
whole
ahead.
of Spain he was the one that I'm trying to make him understand, because maybe my time will be up. So I think I have to make my submission, because let me continue. Before my submission is, let's take it that as Africans here, what I would suggest is that we should resist any leader who try to let America or France or any of the Western countries establish their military base there. Because yesterday, the bombing that happened in Iran, the base did not take the base from America. It was the base in countries, American puppets within the Middle East. That was where they flew and did everything to come and bomb Israel. So in our countries, any leader that will allow any of these Western countries to establish their bases there, we should try as much as possible to resist it. In Ghana, one of the reasons why we try everything as much as possible, the entire of the whole airport, which is a security zone, the Terminal 1 of our airport is now controlled by American military. And do you know the funny thing? The funny thing is that when that American military person is coming to Ghana, the person doesn't even need a passport or a visa. They only have to show their ID card to prove that does not have the right to try him or her. That person should be taken to America to be tried. What nonsense! Why do we accept this? This is the kind of people. Do you know who signed such agreement? It was the person that signed this agreement was our former president, Akufo-Addo, whose father and uncles were the ones who were instigated with the CIA to make sure that our first president, the father of Pan-African, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, was overthrown. So I'm not surprised. So in our various countries, any country that there is American, UK, or any of the Western military bases there, we should try as much as possible to resist it and try to elect leaders who will make a promise that when they come, they will make sure that all those bases are removed. Because right now, let's take it that if there is an issue, there's an issue with an neighboring African country with any of these Western countries, they can easily come to Ghana or any of the countries in Africa where they have their bases and go and attack our fellow African countries. So why would you allow another country to come and to establish its military base in your country? I think we should resist it in any way that we can. And secondly, when this matter started, I have unfollowed so many people that I thought I was learning from them. Especially if you're a Nigerian on this platform, I have no offense against any Nigerian, but I'm so much disappointed in most of the comments from my Nigerian brothers and sisters when this thing started. Most of the people that I revere, I really respected as content creators, and I thought they were making sense and on several topics. This topic has really exposed them that they are all totally brainwashed. Why am I saying that? If you look at the comments of certain of my Nigerian brothers and sisters trying to say that Iran deserve to be bombed, and because Iran is a devil nation, and the sons of the devil do not need to what exist. So I've sometimes it hurts me when I hear there's some. I ask the question that do they know why their first president Nnamdi Azikiwe was called the Zik of Africa? Because and why he was overthrown. He was overthrown by these same Americans. He was overthrown by these same Americans that we are here. We are now hailing them. Why? Because Nnamdi Azikiwe decided to use the oil and other resources of Nigeria to develop Nigeria. He started immediately. He started to establish oil refineries across Nigeria and to make sure that he domesticates all the oil reserves in Nigeria. That was when he was overthrown by the same CIA. So whether they be part of the right channel in history, and they just follow anything just because it is coming from mainstream media. And I was really disturbed when I hear some of the comments from my brothers and sisters from Nigeria. And last but not the least is I'm quite disappointed in Iran and most of the Middle East countries that have allowed themselves to be attacked by America. Why would they? Why? Someone should ask me why. I think Iran do more talking than action. Will you think that why is it that America or any of the Western country has not tried to go and attack country like North Korea, Pakistan or India? Ask yourself, countries like Iran, Libya, Lebanon once had the resources that they could have imported the technology to what also make nukes for themselves. Because even though the nukes it's the only thing that you possess that will stop the West from attacking you. If North Korea and India and Pakistan didn't have nukes, I'm sure by now they might have been invaded by these Western countries. So if Iran keeps on talking, we are doing this for energy purposes. Since the time since the overthrow of the Shah of Iran, the most corrupt leader I have ever seen, because he was a puppet of America and he was allowing them to take over their oil. They try everything as much as to protect him. After Ayatollah and his people overthrew him through a civil revolution, I think that was the time they should have started, because immediately you overthrow a puppet of the West, you become a West, their target and their enemy. That was when they should have imported. If they didn't have the technology, they could have bought it, imported it, employed great scientists to help them produce nukes. If they had just a single nuke in their country, no one will even dare to attack them. So I think in that way, I will blame them for it. They always talk, but they take action. They should have taken action like what the North Koreans did. If Korea had not taken action to make nukes for itself, do you think that North Korea wouldn't have
Please try to land. Please try to land. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much.
The next person on the line will be Marguerite. I think people just come to.
Can you hear me?
Margaret.
Yeah.
Margaret is here.
Please introduce yourself and put in your submission.
Okay, name is Margaret from Ghana as well. I've heard you speak in G. I really like your program and the topic of today. And the reason why I decided to join the live is it looks like you're shifting the topic, because the topic is very, very present. It's very, very good. You asked the question, Andani, that what is the way forward? Africans, let us not sit there and think that what they're doing to Iran or whatever they're attacking people, they won't attack us. They will. This is the reason why they have military bases in everywhere. So the way forward, my suggestions is we have got experience. They've done it to Saddam Hussein. They did it to Gaddafi. They've done it to a couple of leaders who say no. Now they're planning to attack the young one in Burkina Faso. So the way forward is we've identified the problem that we know that is our leaders. So we need to find a way to deal with our leaders. If we have to sit them down to say, look, this is it, because this is what is happening. It's not because we cannot sit down and say it will not happen to us. It can happen to us. And think of Africa at the moment. If it happens, if there's war in Africa, what are we going to do? We don't have anything. We don't have any weapon. We cannot fight. So I like your program, thinking of what we should do. We should unite. And we have to, whatever way that we need to talk to these our leaders, for them to change their mindset, we have to do it. We need to do it. That is what we are discussing. Let us not shift and change this into religion, whatever it is. No. We are looking to the problem and how to solve this problem. And my suggestion, I think we have to do another demonstration. We have to demonstrate to everybody that we don't want any military bases in Africa. No, we don't need it. We don't want it. Because that's how they attack people. They've already bring a lot of weapons and whatever they can use over there. So it will be easy for them to attack. So one brother speak before me said that we don't need it. It's simple. We don't need it. Look at Ghana. They dance with the Americans. At the same time, they're trying to be friends with. What is going on here? We are Africans. We have to think of our future. That's the reason why I like this Traore boy. He's not thinking of today, but people are not getting it. Our leaders are not getting it. He's trying to think of the next 10, 15 years, 50 years, what will happen. So what he's suggesting that let's build ourselves. We have food, we have weapons, we have military. We can stand on our own. We can depend on ourselves. That is what he's trying to do. So all African leaders have to come together and support this, so that we know that we build something. We've built ourselves in case of any attack. Because don't think that they are not thinking. A couple of weeks ago, there was a guy on TikTok saying that he knows that soon there's going to be a war between Europe and Africa. Don't think that you're not thinking about this. They are thinking. That's why they have all their bases everywhere, so that they can attack us. And they will. When worse come worse and we keep resisting, we are not giving you this, we are not giving you that. They will use force, and want to enslave us again. So the problem is, now you've identified the problem. Now you're saying, what's the way forward? It's our leaders. We have to find a solution. We need to find a way to approach them. So that, look, you guys, maybe you're too old, you're not getting what is happening. But the youth, we've got it. So we are not going to, listen to what you're saying. There's a different way. There's another way to deal with this. That's what we have to focus on today. Not religion, not this, not that, not that. I know what is happening is concern, yeah, but we need to think of the way forward, just like your topic of today is saying. That's what I had to say.
Thank you so much for your submission. Does anybody have any question for her?
Yeah, I have one question. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, Margaret.
Hello.
You talked about religious stuff. I was trying to respond to one person that came and he was misinforming us. That was why I was trying to set the record straight. So immediately he went off. I veered off the religious stuff and came to my submission. That was how come the religious stuff came in. He was trying to bring religion and all that in. So I was trying to set the record straight with him. But I'm sure that immediately he saw that I was giving him facts. He just went off. So immediately I saw that he's off. I came back to my submission and made it. Thank you very much for your submission. Thank you.
Wow, that was not a question, but anyway, thank you. We're moving on. Um, love, peace. Love, peace, if you can hear me. Love, peace. Going one. Love, peace. Going two. Love, peace. Going three. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, this TikTok page. The host has the subscription button is right there at the bottom of your screen. If you look, please just click on it and subscribe so that we could keep going live and doing things. The more subscription, the more TikTok, when we come live TikToks, we know that we're discussing something important. So please, and also try to tap the screen, share the live to keep the page active so TikTok will know that there's something going on, important discussion going on. And okay, love, peace. Okay, she's not here. Guys, also you could come up, you could request to come up and contribute to this. I see a lot of people in the comment section talking about misinformation. People are misleading, giving misinformation. You can also come up and share your opinions as well. If nobody is here now, then I think we're gonna have like open panel where we could talk until we have a new person. So I'm gonna start with you, Think Critical.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. I just want people to understand that this live show that TM is having is very educational for me and every one of us. None of us here are mass sporting. We come here to learn and unlearn. At the bottom, I think I did in the chat station, in the chat comment, I put on that Rockefeller Fund there. Uh, these how they call it, the foundation, the establishment of Israel, and I think we're putting into check. So that was misinformation. She's correct. I went back and looked at my sources and stuff like that. It was a donation. Is now from his son. But I think where I got the sources from, the person misrepresented that information, and so I have to correct that. I just know and get the right information. It was actually funded by a bunch of Jewish. They gave 150 million from America, and America also helped to fund them to establish. So again, we are here to learn and learn. If we ever say anything that is not correct, and if you have the right information, please put it down here. But please, when you come on this forum, don't come and give us information that is not correct, because somebody will ever say anything that go down to some of the things that I fully believe that that Netanyahu has been making sure that America and Iran goes to war since 1992. He has been preaching this whole thing about Iran having nuclear weapon. 1992, he said Iran is 3 to 5 years away from acquiring a nuclear bomb. That was not true. In 1995, that's within the 3 years he's talking about. Because if that was true in 1995, he wouldn't be talking about it. 1995, he said the same thing, that again there's a nuclear threat from Iran. That they were going to be established. They were going to be finishing a nuclear bomb in 2 years. That didn't happen. 1996 again, he said the same thing. That Iran is almost having the nuclear capability, and he's warning every other country around him. That was a lie. 2009, he said the same thing. 2012, he said the same thing. 2018, he said the same thing. 2019, he accused Iran of dismantling a secret nuclear weapon site after Israel discovered it. And that claim was denied. In 2025, he bombed Iran. So I want people to understand here that you think this is right when somebody is doing this to your country, and this goes to all the people in the chat room and whatever that's saying that Israel has the right to defend us. Defend themselves on what? Defend themselves on what? Because you are paranoid. You have built nuclear weapon. You have about, I think in my recollection, I think they have 90,000 nuclear warheads. In Israel, you have created that, and now you are paranoid that other countries around you shouldn't have that. And this is why African nations needs to be very careful, because America don't even need a nuclear weapon to get rid of us. This is why they're putting their base in all parts of Africa. We don't have stronger military like them. They put all their base in America, in Africa. They can finish it all anytime. And we should not be allowing these things and dancing and clapping hands for other countries that have been taken advantage of when we have our other finger to be pointed out, have some sense of reasoning. And the guy that came in, Susu, totally changed the conversation to God and Jesus and all that stuff. In fact, when you look at the meaning of Israel, it does not mean a country. Israel actually means from the Bible, the children of the land of Abraham. That's what it means. There was no name. The brother that was correct. Those names just came, they just got established. So when you doing these things, come with good information, educate yourself, and stop following all these different fake news and fake information. If you have information that is not correct, somebody correct you, be honest about it. Say, you know what, I was wrong. Like I just did, I was wrong. Antigua corrected me, and I went back to my sources to recheck, and that was a wrong statement. So I will learn this. Thank you.
To say that the guy that spoke earlier, Susu, whatever his name is, he did not speak for the whole of Ghana. The Israel himself that he's comparing the Jewish to, the Christians too, they don't even believe in the Jesus that the Christians believe in. So please, he does not speak for all Ghanaians. We have a new person on the panel. Please tap the screen, show some love. Come on, guys, we could do this. Let's show the host some love. This man is trying to be here 24/7. Like basically, he's always up here trying to share information, debunk false narrative, and everything. So share the love and show him some love as well. And when you keep sharing, you're gonna tell your friends to tell a friend to come and learn from here. Like Thing said, we learn, we discuss, and we debunk, bad narrative and conspiracy against Africa, especially on this platform. There is a Telegram page as well. When you go to the hostess payment page on TikTok, there are links over there too. When you click on it, one will take you to his YouTube channel, and the other one will take you to the TikTok, the Telegram channel, where important discussions are made over there. So please, follow him as well and share the news. Let people come and learn from the real Africans and people that believe in Africa. Thank you. Emmanuel, if you could hear me. Emmanuel. Okay. Trending.
Good morning.
Please introduce yourself and put in your submission. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm Nigerian. I'm not sure. I'm Nigerian. I'm Yoruba. So to the topic about what the U.S. has recently done, I think we should also consider this directly as something that Trump has done, because the United States Congress has not declared that we are at war. They have not given any congressional permissions for Trump to send out nukes. So what he's doing right now is a direct violation of the Constitution, because the Congress is the only body in the U.S. that has the power to declare war or to put us at a time of war. So he's definitely violating the U.S. Constitution. And for the consequences of American safety, while it is very unlikely that Iranian nukes will be able to, or Iranian missiles will be able to reach the United States of America, Iran will retaliate on U.S. bases in the Middle East. U.S. bases in places like Kuwait and other countries will be legitimate targets for Iran. And also moving forward to how Africa will be impacted. Africa has been continuously impacted during this escalation of the Israel. Right now, over 40% of the weaponry being used by Is Not Real is coming directly from the Congo. So the weapons that are being used by the Western world are coming from African exploitation. They're coming from Congolese coltan and cobalt. So, Africa will be continuously affected.
Thank you for your submission. Does anybody have a question towards what she just said? I'm sorry, Trendy. Does anybody have a question? Okay, we're gonna move on. James, please mute yourself. Thank you. Our next person will be Gal Zimkel.
Good morning,
Good
for
morning.
I just came up, but like the last person speaking, I didn't see her. I didn't have a glass.
Introduce yourself. Where you
Okay,
from?
I'm from Eritrea, and I live in the United States. I'm 63, so I'm just. It's not new for us, but like she said, whatever Israel pushing is, it's not only that area, and Israel is not by themselves. Saudi and what they call AU, and unfortunately, you see it. They have base everywhere. They have in Djibouti a lot, so they could go over there, and all next might be Yemen, Nigeria, Kenya, all those areas. They are in the list of there. They're going by list. So, and like she said, because the resource is in Congo, in all Africa, for them to use the weapon they're using, the bigger one was I mentioned, they we might be last because in their eye we don't have any military to defend them. But they're gonna come after us for the resource. That's what Ethiopia used to say to our country about 60 years ago. We don't need the people. You could put a gun in their mouths. There is a song about it. We only need their land. That's all. So this is what is going on in this world. And there was a list of going to invade and change region mean they want their way to go. That's why they have a base. It's not for us to protect us, it's for their resource. And the corporation is the one funding it by donating. That's it's not about religion. The Saudi and the AU are getting through their corporation what they want to get, and they are partnered with a corporation from them too. So I just want people to understand it's not about religion at all in my calculation. Thank you. Oh, I want to say the base. The base is the main our issue is gonna be, because they have the base, so they could, in case if the country doesn't go their way, is the base is to protect yourself while over there. So there is in Djibouti. I don't. There is a lot of places that if you research it, you're gonna find it. Thank you.
Thank you for your submission. Anybody have a question for her? Anybody have any question for her?
What more of a statement?
Well, it gets your turn, so hold on a second.
Okay, I have
Okay,
a
if anybody
question.
have, who's this? Who have a question?
This is TM.
Okay, go ahead.
Question. I just have a comment. If
Hold on,
not,
hold on. Think, hold on.
all right,
TM have a
yeah, that's
question.
fine.
God, are you aware that your president has banned all in Eritrea?
They want
Are
military.
you aware is the question? Yes
Yes,
or
I'm
no?
aware. You're right. Yes. And the issue is they want from start 1991 discussion. America want a military base. than they want through Ethiopia. Ethiopia is supporting them. If you see Israel and America, they support each other with Ethiopia. So Ethiopia want a military base. They don't want to use it. We ask them to use it. You can buy it, but you can use it as a military base. That was the issue that they didn't get an agreement. Okay? So because of that, they've been trying to change the president by putting puppet. Okay? And so because of that, we're going through what we're going. It got nothing else.
Hold on, God. Are you aware when this actually really happened?
1994.
No,
Okay.
this is yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Maybe they updated, but it been
So
going.
are you trying to say that since 1994 there has never been any political parties in Eritrea? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Yes. They try to outside the United States, in the United States, outside Eritrea, there is faction that we do have. And it's okay to disagree
Wait,
with the
wait, wait, wait,
government.
wait. Do you have different political parties in Eritrea since the date that you are giving, or it is only your president party?
We do have a different party that's
Good,
called
good.
the
So I'm
old.
asking you, good. So I'm asking you officially. Okay, let me just tell. The reason why I'm saying this is because the news I'm looking at, okay? Because General Landley has been to Ethiopia yesterday, 21st, to talk to the Prime Minister and talk about how to counter terrorism. And your president has come out officially to say, I don't know whether it was official, as you are talking about, it wasn't official. I don't think so. Okay. So he came out and said that he's officially banning all political parties in Eritrea. And this was his reason because he feels like some of his people or the Eritreans are in bed with the CIA and also with General Land Lee. This is from your president.
You're right. Yes, I
So
agree.
this is recent.
I agree. It's getting worse, and I am trying to tell you, it's been like that for a long time since 1994, but now, okay, they coming up with the
Hold
general.
on, hold on, hold on. Who is this Janet? Janet, can you open your mic? What do you mean by okay? What does this current conversation have to do with main topic? What do you mean by that?
Okay, I'm just reading what the says U.S. bombed Iran
I
despite
don't care about
President
that. What do you mean?
Trump's
So, like
not
me as the
declaring
host,
war.
you trying to tell
The
me that I
conversation
cannot?
that you
Hey, hey, hey,
two
hold on,
are
hold on, just
having,
hold on.
it
You
doesn't
see the
have anything to do
stupidity
with
some
it.
of you behave. You see the superiority complex in you. How dare you come to my live stream and then write that when I'm trying to engage with someone on the screen that what does that like who the hell you think you are?
I'm just
Huh?
asking a question, buddy. I'm
I don't give
asking
a
you,
fuck what you're trying to
expecting you
ask. You don't come to somebody's life and dictate or try to show how
to ask
things
a
should go.
question.
That is very mute yourself. That is very disrespectful. That is very disrespectful.
Don't engage in negotiation then.
Okay, get the hell out of here. You guys will always keep proving yourself. You keep proving yourself of who you are, that you have no respect for black people. You have no respect. You see black people telling me, chill out, chill out, chill out. Kiss ass the suckers. That is what some of you are. Like, hey, I am not that type of African. You don't come to my life, you don't belong to my race, and then you want to tell me what does what I'm saying got to do with. So you are trying to dismiss what I'm doing as the host. And I don't feel good with that. And I will never feel good with that. You being of a different race, you want to come and tell me how my live stream should go. And I have some of you bootlickers, Africans, or black people saying, take it easy, take it easy. You are sick in your head. Like, you don't have any right to tell me on how my conversation should go in my live stream. You can never say that to me. You can't. Who the hell you think you are? I will run the live stream how I want to run it. And you cannot tell me nothing on how I should ask my questions. Are you crazy? If you find that account, please block it. And some of you who want to kiss asses in the comment section, begging. Do you beg for your own Africans? You don't. I bet you don't. Because you are colonized in your brain. You crazy? Who the hell you think you are? Coming here to tell me what you are saying is run, rude boy. Nonsense. Sorry, everyone, forgive me. God, go ahead. Are you crazy?
Some people don't. Anyway, what I'm through Ethiopian American, even in the West, in Europe, there is a lot of people don't want to go war. They want to give base. They want to give back Eritrea and let it because they
It
feel.
looks like you don't know of what is happening right now, and it's
No, I
okay.
don't know everything, but let me
Okay,
tell you
okay,
one. There
okay.
is
I don't want
one
you to
guy.
go back. I'm talking about what happened yesterday. So if
Okay,
you don't know, just check it. Like, I
no,
don't
but
want to
I'm
go
trying
back and
to.
forth.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you is there is a president they chose in America in Washington D.C. for them to be a puppet and be a president of Eritrea. He never been in Eritrea. He's Eritrean,
Yeah,
but he
Gal,
lived.
I understand you. It looks
Yeah,
like this has been happening for long, but your president has officially come out. That was yesterday to say that he's banning, and now it is up to us to look through it whether he's just trying to be authoritative or there's something really linked. I don't want you to come here and listen. I don't want you to come here and defend your country. The president is not your family member, okay? The president is never your family member, and I'm not saying he's doing something wrong. This is an open forum, an open discussion. We want to understand, okay, why did he do that? Is it because of General Lanley? Do you know that General Lanley went to Ethiopia yesterday? Are you aware?
not only yesterday, he was there last week too.
I'm only talking
There
about
is a
yesterday.
picture with Dr. Avi. I know that. I'm trying to
That
tell
was
you.
yesterday.
Yes, I'm explaining to you for us and for Ethiopian Somali around there is not new for us. But I'm trying to point the point of yes,
No,
they want.
but God, let me tell you something. You have a lot of information. I really admire you coming here on the platform and talking, but you know who I am. If I want to speak on something, I am talking of what I'm talking about. I don't want you to take me back into time because people are listening to get information. I am talking of now. I really go with current issues and what is happening right now. We know the tension of Ethiopia, Eritrea, but these are breaking news that I'm asking you about. So if you don't know, okay, I understand. But if you take me back, people will be confused. I was only asking you of now. Are you aware now that your president has officially done that?
Yesterday I was very busy. I didn't have a chance to
It's
go.
okay. There's nothing
Yeah,
wrong with that. You can actually
yeah,
look it up. Just look it up.
yeah. I'm
Now,
gonna look it up after you tell me. But I want to
okay.
point to people to understand is it's because of the area we are in. It been going on. They want a military base and they want region change
Uh,
in there.
Gal, are you with are you a politician? Is any of your family member with the president, or you are affiliated to your government or something like that?
I lost 1977 my two brother and my family member. I have not lived there. It's not about me. Not for me. I just believe that it's not. We tried before for 80 years. We've been through that 30 years. Ethiopia, even if they take over, they don't give peace and fair to the people. So I
Okay, let
don't
me ask you a
believe in
question.
that.
Let me
That's
ask you a
all.
question. What do
Okay.
you think your president has ever done wrong in Eritrea? Can you tell me?
What he did wrong is he didn't speak up what was going on. He didn't inform the people, and he didn't share what is inside was going on. He mean, as regular people like me, we don't know behind. We are not politically. So the people saw what they heard, and they are being against him before, and he need to change that. The one they were trying to go. Some people want to go back to what used to be Ethiopia because they were doing their family, everybody
Okay,
good.
hold on. But this is what I got to tell you. It looks like you are so fond of your president and your government, and you love him so much. But for this African revolution, we cannot proceed like that because I've never heard you. Even what you are saying is nothing negative about him. It is nothing negative about him, and I don't appreciate that. And I'm not
Now,
saying that he's doing something wrong. Hold on. I want you to be just don't speak about the president like he's your family member or he's your father or you truly, truly, really know him or your people are involved with politics because that is what it sounds all the time. Like nobody's perfect. Nobody, none of these African leaders, even Traore, is perfect. So when we try to speak of perfection and try to defend these people, there's a red flag over there. That's really, maybe you are not aware that you are doing that, but there's a red flag over there. So I want you to think through how you speak about your president and your country. Your country can never be right. No country can ever be right all the time. I'm
okay,
just
can I
asking
answer?
that be careful how you speak. Speak on it.
Yes.
It looks like the defensiveness and trying to portray him as good he is, and that is too much. That is why I'm thinking that you are part of the politics or your family member or he's affiliated to you because that is how you sound anytime you speak about Eritrea.
Okay. One, he's securing security of the country itself. Okay. Two, no debt that will come
Can I say
President on my
something?
platform, hold on. Or
selling it out.
with all due respect, God, hold on. I don't want you or anyone else to come here to be promoting their president because this revolution is not about that. Okay? When you talk about it, it's okay. Don't talk too much, don't stress about it because when you keep doing that, there's a red flag over there. Don't talk too much about your president. Don't talk about the good things and this is doing. Don't do that. Please don't do that. I'm not
Okay.
saying that the president is doing something wrong, but don't keep speaking on the good side of your president. And this goes for almost everybody. I am here and I see some of you praising and talking good about the Ghana president. I'm Ghanaian, but I don't see him like that. I don't see him like that, and I don't praise him like that. So I just want us to be very careful.
Yeah,
You can
I'm
just
not
debunk.
praising him. I'm saying
Okay,
is safety.
hold on. You can
Okay.
debunk misinformation. That is okay, but you oftentimes you are fond of speaking of him highly, which is not good for this revolution.
I'm worried about our country's safety and our people, our military.
Okay,
That's
God, I'm gonna end it here. I'm
Can I
gonna
say
end it here
something,
so you
Tiam?
guys can continue. But I just had to say what I had to say. And to the person in the comment section who is saying that you sound like an African dictator, you are right. I am an African dictator. So get it in your scalp. You don't do anything. There's no democracy over here. You cannot do anything that you want. So yes, you are right, and I'm confirming that for you. I'll mute myself so you guys can continue with the conversation. But please don't out-talk people and let us take it one after the other. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, host. Chairman,
That's it.
hold on. Chairman, hold on. Chairman, hold on. Think critical. You wanted to speak before the host came up.
No, I mean, we can, if there's a new person on the panel, they can go ahead and get a submission, and then that way I can speak on. I just want to make some clear if there's nobody, how dangerous this is for not only Iran, or it's dangerous for everybody, even American citizens themselves. Everybody is at risk right now because of one person behavior, who is actually a dictator, and nobody is speaking about that. He's a complete dictator that never get to be in a room to discuss it, but he took the action by himself because he feels like he's the king. And and people who are in support of that, I just don't understand their level of IQ. Where is that? If they really understand how this country is run, or if they understand their own constitution of their own country, this is what America does. Look at what happened to Black Wall Street, in 1921.
Tulsa.
Yeah, Tulsa. What happened there? A group of white mob, because black businesses were booming, they went and destroyed Tulsa. The real Wall Street was with the black people. The Wall Street we're talking about now in New York never existed. The real Wall Street was there in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was black businesses. Everybody was doing well. They went and they destroyed the area, and now one single insurance was offered to a black business that got destroyed. So it was done deliberately to bring us down. And if we don't open our eyes and start seeing things the best way, and start talking about, oh, Iran was wrong, oh, this person was wrong, we are doomed, because we will be next. They are building military bases all around Africa. They are running propaganda everywhere. And I just want to talk a little bit about the situation in Eritrea. The situation in Eritrea is more complex than we think. Everybody is afraid of everybody. The president himself is afraid of people, because that's how it has been. They are being perpetuating and using each other against each other. So people are afraid to talk, and the president also is paranoid. So when he is suspect anything, he is going to make sure that he make a move. It's not easy. We have to wake up. We have to wake up, and we have to see how things are going and be prepared for it. Thank you.
I don't even understand what is going on, because honestly, these military leaders have come out saying that you're not supporting this man in doing anything, but yet he give command and you guys go and bomb somewhere. I don't even understand. But anyway, Chairman, you have to say
Yeah.
something. Please come off your mic.
Okay. What I wanted to say something that what Tim said about Eritrea, that the president has banned all political parties because he has credible information that they are in bed with the CIA. If that information is true, I support him 100%.
Of course.
Because if our in the 1960s, our Pan-African leaders that we had done this, I don't think Africa would have been in this situation. It is the same thing that leaders like Lee Kuan Yew did. Lee Kuan Yew banned all political activities. Any one of them that is in bed with the West, he banned everything. That was the same thing Chairman Mao did. Now look at where they are. Look at where China is. Look at where Singapore is. Because initially, if they are allowed those parties to meddle in affairs of Singapore or China or even Vietnam, I don't think they will be at where they are now. So if the president have credible information that they are in bed with CIA and he has banned them, I don't even, banning is not enough. He should make sure that he arrests all of them and imprison all of them and block all their access, means through which they get finance to support that puppet political parties. They just create it so that when they are given the chance, they will make the country and sell the country to the West. So if he have created them and make his people believe that this is what he has done, and if he has support of his people, he can do anything. That's exactly what China and Lee Kuan Yew did in Singapore, and Chairman Mao did in China, and now we are all witnesses to where Diana.
Thank you so much. We have new people on the panel, so I'm gonna introduce them as well. A A AES News. If you can hear me, come up back and introduce yourself, put in a submission.
Thank you. I'm actually from Liberia. I'm sorry, my voice tone. I'm suffering from fresh cold. It's interesting the topic, and thank you for having me. When you look at this whole situation, it's like countries who don't have a proper defense system, and countries who are not properly secure are already vulnerable, and they will just move on. Now they are not even shooting gun; they are just coming in, and excuse me, they are just coming in, negotiate with your government, and build a base. So they are not even shooting a single shot. So they already have all this plan working. Also, I just traveled back from Guinea. I was in Conakry. I passed through Sierra Leone and come back home. I've seen a lot of things that is going on. The exploitation and the management of the West African coastal line, which is the European Union, is undertaking. This shows you that they are already about to capture the West African coastal line. This makes it easy for them to extract and to have access to our natural resources. And the European Union is about to undertake all these road projects to open up the West African coastal line all the way to Cameroon, because they'll start from Senegal all the way to Cameroon. So this is huge, and we don't talk about it. And for Iran, I think the Iranians are a sovereign country. They have shown that they are a sovereign country. This is what a sovereign nation should do, and they shouldn't allow anybody to dictate to them what to have and what not to have, because the Arab are Zionists, and we all know these are Zionists are the same as the Israelis who are Zionists, and so these people are in the interest of black people, not the Arab, not the American, not the European, not the Chinese. No one like us. No one want to see us progress. As our brother was saying, what happened in Oklahoma, that was fact. These people are thugs, and they are very desperate to do whatever they want. And whatever they want to go for, it requires for them to do what we call extinction of human being. They will do it. Can you imagine if Paul Kagame and the East African region will collaborate? This just show us how Paul Kagame, president, and some other countries in that region, how they are so synchronized with the United States and the Zionists, because most of the problem that we're facing are organized by Israel, and they are the ones who are pushing all of this, and so they can have the platform where they can dictate whatever they want, and they will end up turning over to the market, which is BlackRock and Vanguard. So this is not a joke thing. We're just sitting and we're just talking it on a low level, but this will bring a serious problem at the end of the day, and we're not able to fight back. They will take whatever they want. And for this platform also, if they are going out of control, they know they are losing a narrative. They're going to shut down all this platform. So it's important we start having each other number in order for us to be communicating. So it's better for you to have direct communication with the community. If we don't do that, this war, we're just seeing it like it just started. The Iranians are patient. You see, they are not retaliating. So what they are doing here is they are strategically planning how to retaliate. The only thing they are doing is to bomb Israel. And they're going to bomb Israel to the ground. They are not going to leave anything behind. If the Saudis get in, they will destroy Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman, Jordan. All of these countries will be obliterated. And, I want us as people, because now we see what the AES is doing. The president of Mali is in Russia, and we all know that this is not about just going to visit Russia, and they are going to prepare, and they're going to have an army that is going to be standing for Africa. And also, when I say Africa, people who are willing to join the AES, because they're not going to sit down with no missiles. They're going to get it. And they're going to ask countries within the region that if you feel hostile, we're going to bomb you too. Because you don't feel secure, you are allied with people who want to destroy us. So it's going to happen. They're going to have the missiles. They're going to have what it takes to defend the AES. And it's going, like for Mali, yesterday I learned that the Malian government have already signed a treaty with the Russian, to build a gold refinery. And the company to extract also gold, which Mali is having 62% of it, while they are extracting our natural resources in West Africa, especially Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. They give the government 5% of their own natural resources. The 100% is going to American company or Israeli company in disguise. So this is a fact. And also all the cell phone companies that we have in Africa, it's not that people don't understand what is going on. The Israeli will come here and set up this company and sell it. The software, they're the one who provide it. Like for example, we have a cell phone company library known as Cellphone. It was organized and built by Israeli. They sold it to Orange, and it's the same thing they did in Guinea. And these are companies that is set up to spy on Africans, and we don't know it. And they use all of this software like WhatsApp and all of this to get in. When we say independent, we have to have everything on our own. And for my platform, for this platform, people, I just want to ask you a question. Since we got in contact with these people 400 years ago, I want you to just show me one country that reverse engineer, produce the engine from everything from the scratch, everything up. You can find non-African country 400 years. And, this is disgraceful. Thank you for having me.
So much for your submission. Does anybody have any questions? If not, we're moving on. Truth teller. Truth teller, if you could hear me. Truth teller. Guys, we have people waiting in line to come on the panel. So if you come on the panel, please pay attention. Truth teller, if you could hear me, come off your
Yes.
mic, introduce yourself, and put in your submission. Thank you.
Okay. Hold on. I thought, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, my name is Truth Teller. I served in the United States military and I have a dual citizenship with Ghana. I want the African people to get wise. Do not be deceived by Putin and do not be deceived by Xi Jinping. They are wolf in sheep's skin, just like the United States government. When you're in the military, you cannot go out and curse out your president and tell him what you want to do, because that will not happen. That is career ending. You will be in jail if you African American. We need to get facts. We need to stop running off of emotion. We are too emotional. Africans and African Americans, we are too emotional. Too emotional. And it's much bigger than anybody on this platform could ever think about. Putin, he's a snake. I would not allow China. China owns Africa. They own everything. And I can say things because I have things in my possession that I can talk the talk and walk the walk. I have contracts that China went in business with the Ghanaian government. And those contracts are egregious. They are downright criminal. And the African people got to wake up. Everything because you getting a little, it's not to your benefit. It's not to your benefit. Putin, he don't like you. He wants your natural resources. They all greedy. Africa supplies 55% of the world's natural resources, but the African governments are not being strategic. You can do better off by yourself than taking money from these countries. And they're giving you balloon payments, and the contracts and the loans are just, the interest rates on them are outrageous. One of the things that I have found by analyzing contracts is that the African government, if they default, they allow the Chinese to come in and take their natural resources. They don't have stipulations in their contract for the benefit of, I'm going to use Sierra Leone. They don't have we'll terminate this contract for the convenience of the Sierra Leone government. They don't have that kind of language in there. And the Chinese are coming in, they'll pay their people, but they'll pay the people of Sierra Leone pennies on a yen. And see, that's the kind of stuff that we have got to stop with these contracts. And they are bringing their prisoners from China to build the roads, to build the airways, whatever they are trying to do. They are bringing their prisoners to build, and they are not hiring the African people. And then when they do hire them, they're paying them pennies on a dollar. They are paying them pennies on a dollar. We got to start being smarter, because all money ain't good money. And that's the real. That is the real. It gets down to these contracts, and it gets down to being in bed. Putin, he signed. I'm disappointed with Captain Torre, because he signed a contract with Putin for 8 years. This white boy don't like Captain Torre. He's only there to get what he want, and then you allow him to put 1,700 soldiers on the ground. Nah, 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 nah. That was, to me, is not strategic. And when Putin gets tired of him, or he doesn't do what Putin wants him to do, he'll find a way to unalive him. He'll find a way to move him out of office. That's how they operate. And the country of Russia, their economy is horrible. They got food lines and everything else. So I'm not impressed with African leaders getting in bed with Putin. I'm not impressed with them with the BRICS, the new financial currency, because it does not benefit the African nations. It's just it's not financially feasible. And we need to start thinking strategically. Strategically, you know. That's what I got to say. If anybody got any comments, I'm just, it gets down to the contracts, and it gets down to the loans with IMF and all these other scandalous world organizations.
Okay, I have a question. You
Yeah.
say you are in the military, right?
Yes, I was in the military. I did 12 years.
Okay. What did Iran do to America that you guys went and bombed?
Look, look, let me back you up right now. The majority of American people do not want this war with Iran. This
No,
is
we're not
their
talking about the
government.
majority of American people. I'm asking, why did the military go to bomb Iran right now?
Excuse
Because
me,
Iran
ma'am.
is not in Iran.
Let me back you up for one moment. That what they did, that's some Trump bullshit. That's not what the military want to do. Right now, they got a whole bunch of infighting going on in the military because they hate Trump and they hate Hegseth. But when
Yeah,
you
the
in that
military is
position, when
sorry.
you
Trending, please mute yourself.
when the
Thank you.
military when
Okay.
you're in the military,
No,
you
I will get
just
to
can't
you.
come up and tell your boss what you're not going to do, because that will have you in the brig, which is jail, or can get you shot on the spot for treason. It's
Okay.
not like you can just go out here. There's nobody on this panel. If you making $100,000 a year and you got a house note, a car note, you got your children in school, and you're not gonna go, if you don't agree with your boss, you're not gonna go in there and cuss him out and give him the finger and tell him what you want to do. It don't work like that. I don't know nobody on this panel would do something idiotic and crazy and make their life hard for their family. I just don't. I don't understand. I don't see the rationale. I'm not saying be some suck but it's beyond us. African American soldiers, we just gonna stand down. This not our fight. This is not our fight.
Yeah, but if you stand down, is that not disrespecting your leader as well?
Yes, it's, and
And
we
then
have
you're not
different
thinking
ways.
about
We
your
have
bills,
ways.
your
Christy,
mortgage, and
try and
everything.
wrap it up
We
because
have ways
try
of
and
standing
wrap it up because I
down.
want to
We have
engage.
ways of
Wrap it up.
standing down and disrespect him. We have ways of doing it without compromising our way of living. I would
Okay.
never, if I
Can
was
I
on
ask her a
active
question?
duty.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for your submission. But Africans, we're gonna dine with the devil. We're gonna dine with Satan himself if we
Let
have to
me,
kick Americans' butt out of
Uh,
our continent.
let me tell
Thank
you
you.
something.
hold
I,
on, God.
you
Hold
know
on,
Everybody
what?
guys.
mute
Hold
your
on.
mic apart
You
from
know
Truth
what?
Teller. Mute your mic
That
or you get
rhetoric.
dropped. No, I'm not talking about truth. Apart from truth, everyone mute your mic or you get dropped. Okay? Truth, you can open your mic. Truth.
Yeah, it's not. I just It's not gonna
Okay, hold
happen
on,
that way.
hold
You
on,
know, you
just hold
talking
on,
about
hold
kicking
on,
America's butt and
hold
all of this
on,
kind of stuff.
man. Don't talk too much. Just hold on. So I heard you everything that you said,
Yeah.
but I'm surprised you didn't talk about Africa in bed with America, but you came to talk about Russia.
You know, I'm here.
So can
Africa
I
is
get my
in bed.
question across?
Let me ask you
Can
this
I
question here,
can I
sir.
get my question? I'm
Sure.
not even done with my question, but you want to ask me a question. How? Or you think I'm ignorant?
No, I
Is
didn't
that
say
what you
you were
think?
ignorant. You putting words in your mouth. You're
Okay,
saying that. I didn't say that.
okay, okay, hold on, because you just made a comment on the video I just posted, okay? And I find it to be very disrespectful to Africans.
Yeah,
That is
yeah,
why you will
you.
not even let me see, she will not even let me finish talking. That's why you will not even let me finish talking because you think I'm ignorant.
I
The
did
reason
not
why I'm
say
saying
that.
that is, hold on, everyone go watch my first video. You made a comment and you said, you ignorant Africans accuse General Landley of trying to unalive Captain Ibrahim Traore. This is very obvious. You did not watch the Senate Arms Committee. Like, I don't even know why you insulting Africans. Like, I don't get it. Like, what you like you generalize every African. So you even know why you insulting Africans. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. You defending General Landry, the ignorance that we are accusing General Landry of trying to unalive Traore. Y'all need to worry about Putin and like who are you? Because you have a Ghanaian citizenship, so you feel the need. The flare, please mute your mic. Many are brave, and you're going to meet. You feel the need to come and this is a problem. You understand? Like you need to know how to approach people. If you have good information, if you think you have a good discussion, you need to be respectful. Actually trying to approach people, but for you to say ignorant Africans, like what do you mean by ignorant Africans? If I say black Americans are lazy, you will be offensive because I'm generalizing. You are educated. So why would you speak like that on a post? Why would you say that? And you come here trying to, like you sounded just like the white tea supremacy because they have their attention. Like you came here not even speaking about, I don't even know how you are for us because you didn't talk about General Landley. Obviously, you are defending General Landley. You are defending America because you have a problem with Putin. Like the American government have problem with Putin. You didn't talk about the destabilization that your country is causing in our continent. You are not talking about that. You are not talking about how they are funding terrorism in our country, fighting us, taking our mineral resources, and destabilizing our countries. You never said that, or you think, oh, you think we are ignorant, we don't know about that. That's what you think. That is what you think, that we are ignorant. So we don't know about America actually supporting this terrorist group in Nigeria, Boko Haram, and all this with your taxpayers' money to destabilize people on the continent. It's either you don't know or you think we are ignorant. Ma'am, we are not that ignorant. Come again. Just come again with whatever you just said. You know how the coup happened in Burkina Faso. You know how the coup happened in Guinea. Guinea. It was an American. It's America who trained Guinea to stage coup in Guinea. It was American who actually trained the then Burkina Faso president to stage coup over there. You know what is happening, but you have no smoke. You come here to talk to us about Russia, and you have Ghanaian citizenship, and you are in the continent. Okay, but we are not ignorant because the videos are out there. Those of you who have not seen the videos that I'm posting, it is not videos of me talking, it is videos of Senate talking, telling you that your core values is not to train people to stage coup in a country or in the continent. And you think you have a lot to say. You think you have a lot to say? Tell me that you don't know that your country has been sponsoring T groups and all these things, terrorizing and destabilizing on our continent. Tell me that you don't know. You as an ex-military personnel, tell me that you don't know about this. You can come off your mic and deny whatever I'm saying, and I will prove it to you right now. You can come off your mic. You don't know about it because you don't watch videos. You want to watch videos of Nyash. Take time and watch videos giving information. That is why a lot of us do not know. And people like you come on the continent and then behave the way you behave because you think that people on the continent do not know what is happening. This is not coming from us. It's coming from your own people. That this is what the US military has been doing. And you're an ex-military, so you will know what I'm talking about. For you to come here and point your hands at Russia, just know that the rest of the fingers are pointing back at you. All of you, go check that comment that she made on my first video. It shows that you have no respect for Africans. But you are in Africa. You have no respect, ignorant Africans. What the hell you mean? What the hell you mean by ignorant Africans? Thinking that you are there defending General Landley on that video. So you think somebody should go to a sovereign country to tell them what to do with their gold? That is whitey supremacy. You think he has the right to go and tell Burkina Faso what to do with their gold? You support that. You see nothing wrong. And you never said anything about your country and what they are doing on the continent. But you see the death in Russia's eye. I will land here so that she can speak. If she wants fact, I will hit her with fact right now.
Can I come in a little bit?
I want her to speak. Hold on, everybody. I just want her to challenge me on whatever I have said right now, and I'll provide her with the information that I just said. We are not here just to talk, and we are not ignorant Africans.
She's gone.
She's not gone. She's still there. Let her speak. If she's not going to speak, you can just drop her. But this is not a random African life who do not have information. Maybe you've been going to other African lives who are ignorant and do not know what is going on. So you paint all Africans to be ignorant. You are in the wrong place, ma'am. This time around. Read the room before you come up. Read the room. Don't fake like you have a call. We know what you're doing. You just want to drop and say you have a call. You can just drop. The hell?
She's speaking for the slave master. It's fine. And I will make.
I say something? I think sometime the people who were in military.
I think Truth Teller, I'm not sure if Truth Teller is going to speak, but I did want to say something. I was waiting to say something.
Go ahead.
Okay, so another thing that I think that we all have to pay attention to is the real motivation behind Trump attacking Iran, because the U.S. military and the U.S. Congress did not decide to attack Iran. Congress has not declared that America is at war. So what Trump is doing is unconstitutional. This is a violation of the constitutional powers of Congress, because only Congress can declare war. Right? So right now, Trump is saying that he did this in order to take out nuclear sites. However, there's no conclusive evidence that Iran even has nuclear capabilities. So this is a repeat with what we saw with Afghanistan and Iraq. The reason why the U.S. is doing this is because in March of 2025, Iran discovered millions of pounds of antimony. Antimony is a precious metal that is used to make medicines and military equipment, the same type of military equipment that the US needs and wants. So the reason why this is happening is to get resources, to get metals, and to get access to oil, and to establish the Ben Gurion Canal so that the US can get oil without having to go through OPEC and other Arab states. This is not because of nuclear capabilities. This is only because of oil and precious metals like antimony, coltan, and cobalt. So this is just literally a race to get their hands on resources. And I think that's what we need to be paying attention to. This has nothing to do with caring about restoring democracy in the Middle East. The U.S. does not care about democracy, because if the U.S. cared about democracy, they would not have elected a 34-time felon who has been violating the Constitution since he's been in office.
Thank you.
Can I come
Thank
in for
you. Think, come
Hold
on.
on, hold
Oh,
on,
hold on.
hold on, hold on.
After TM.
She dropped by her own, and I'm sure she's going to delete that comment, but I have a screenshot of it. And I want to address DJ. I don't know why you keep coming to my live stream. DJ, I'm talking to you. I don't know why you keep coming over here, but you cannot teach me anything, or you cannot teach us anything that we do not know. All the negative rhetoric that you guys have, I'm not holding you up here, but you are just sharing and believing, thinking that that's why I'm telling you, Africans, please pay attention to the videos that we are posting. Pay attention to everything that we talk about over here, because information is power. Why do you think she didn't challenge me? Because she knows that I'm stating facts. She dropped by herself. If you don't know what is going on, we teach you say guarantee. You understand? We teach you say guarantee, and we have people like this coming on the continent and getting passports and being in our midst. That's why I told you guys, stop forcing people to come to the continent. This is where we're going to have infiltration. You are here defending General Langley and calling Africans ignorant, and you are here supporting. If you are here trying to look for information, and I know the reason why you are here, but I ask that you remain respectful, because I block easily. I don't care. I block easily. And your attitude and your behavior oftentimes is actually really preponderating. If you have an issue with Africans, you don't have to be in African live stream. You don't have to go to Africa. Going to Africa is not by force. Nobody's forcing you. Nobody is forcing you. You are grown, you are old, but your mindset is crazy. I see you, and I see everybody commenting. You are just a little time away from me blocking you, because what we are going through right now, we don't have the energy for this nonsense and negativity. We don't. We don't have the energy for propaganda. We don't have the energy for pettiness. Okay? We don't. If you don't see the meaning or the reason why Babylon is going to fall, no African country has actually staged war against everybody. We don't do that. That is why our ancestors were colonized. And I know it's still in your mind, oh, you saw that your people will have been part of the selling. Some of you are almost dead. Like you have a little time to go, but you still don't want to make things, you don't want to make difference, because you don't think of the future generation. You are selfish and brainless and brain dead. So you don't think, I don't care, you don't think of what is going to happen when you are not there. But you carry along, oh, you saw that, okay, and so what? And so what? A lot of you are here not because you just want to be with Africans, but you are looking for some weak point against us. It's not going to happen. I only ask you care. Care for yourself. Care for yourself at this point, because your comments for the past 2 months, listen, I give a lot of grace and I see what everybody typed. For the past 2 months, it's crazy. You only come on the platform, or you only come on the screen when you hear Africans sold Africans. You are looking for information. Just wake up. Really wake up. You see what is happening in your country? We haven't sent any missile. The safest place You listening to me is Africa. I am not your enemy. It is not me versus you or me against you. So it's about time we stop this pettiness and this fight and trying to look for something against somebody. You are here defending your country, a country that doesn't give a shit about you.